What a week. But I got cuteness made. Hey there, Soul Shines. It's Michelle here, and it is a creative expression video where we talk about the things that I'm making, the things I'm planning to make, knitting, crocheting, and life updates and things I'm learning and all the stuffs. And I hope you enjoy what you find here. If you do, please, we'll do the whole thing. Give it a like. Hook that subscribe button. How's that for a play on words? And I love comments. I love to have little conversations if I can. So if you want to leave like little conversation starters in the comments, I would love that. Ideas, feedback, all that kind of stuff. I love that. I love to have conversations with people. I really love the YouTube yarning community. It has brought a sense of peace and delight into my life. So thank you so much for being here. Hey, last I looked, I'm going to look again. Last I looked, I was at 475 subscribers. Isn't that exciting? We're almost to 500 peoples. Almost! Looking again. This is probably not the fastest way to look, but without moving things around my computer, it is the way to look. Okay. As of recording this, 475. Wouldn't it be cool if we were at 500 when you're watching this? Okay. Honestly, I'm doing that to try to hype myself up. Woke up in a fairly okay mood and then just had drama. Which we'll talk about later. Let's not talk about the drama right now. Let's talk about finished objects. I'm going to put a picture here and one here of my cool cat daughter. She is currently, this is Saturday. She is coming home from her ski trip today. I hope she had a lot of fun. I hope the mask kept her warm. Isn't she a cute kitty? She loves cats, so it was really fun to turn that ski mask into a cat. I learned some new techniques while doing it. I learned the Chinese cast on, which you use a crochet hook, and then it gives it kind of that crocheted look edge, and it is very similar to a regular bind off edge, and so I was able to make both edges of the mask look the same. That was really exciting and cool. Like the hole, I mean. It has a seed stitch around the bottom. I had to do some decreases when it got up to the top because I was like, whoa, that's too big. But I'm hoping that it will make it maybe a little more comfortable to wear, that it's kind of loose here and then grows up. Something you can't see is I put little holes in the side so that she can put her sunglasses in and go through the holes. I thought that was pretty ingenious. I didn't place them well. They're back a little bit far, but she was still able to make them work. I should have had them more over towards here, and they ended up actually being a little bit behind her ears. I really didn't measure well. Tried. But it's super cute and it's super fun, and I can't wait to find out how she liked her ski trip. The other things that I've done, I had them. Where are they? They're in here. I have showed these in Finished Friday. I made a couple of bookmarks, and as I mentioned in Finished Friday, same yarn, different sized hooks and same stitch count and everything, but look at the size difference, guys. There we go, that way. I was doing it right in the first place. So much, like when you're having gauge issues, change your hook size. It's you know, most things gauge doesn't matter. I'm still gonna give both of these away because they're both cute. I like the smaller one better. It just makes the heart a little more compact, and I think it reads a little prettier, but they're both nice. So those bookmarks, I'll tell you a little bit more about the bookmarks in a second, because this one, oh my gosh, this is so cute. This is called a bookmark for Dobby. As he says in the movie, Master has presented Dobby with clothes. Dobby is free. Yeah, nobody ever said I was a good impressionist. But I'm so excited about this. I'm going to go down to the library, put this in a Harry Potter book, with a note on it. Probably try to see if I can put it in the 7th book, but we'll see. In my opinion, it has to at least be after, or in the 4th or after, just because of the storyline. Because you gotta go with when, like, the big house elf thing happens. And in a book, you understand the big deal about house elves. Anyway, I'm gonna put it in, and it's gonna have a little note saying, you have been presented with clothes, you are free. And then it's gonna have a little note saying, you know, this is for you to keep. If you want to share a picture or post in a group, you can. The group that I'm participating is Random Acts of Knitting and Crochet Kindness. I was doing just Random Acts of Crochet Kindness. I'm going to do this as well. I was going to just do those groups, but I can't find just a random. I was going to say, okay, I'll be in the Random Acts of Crochet Kindness, and then I'll also be in a Random Acts of Knitting Kindness, but there isn't. There's just the knitting and crocheting. So I left the crochet group just because I only want to focus my energy on one group, not because it isn't an amazing thing and so fun. It is really, I think it's really fun. I'm not counting this as a tithing project. This is just a delight project. So, because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I do have plans to cast on another sock. It's really tempting to just make little tiny socks until I get sick of them. But I'm going to restrain myself. What I didn't tell you, and it kind of matters. So I'm going to put the link. I did not use the link for a pattern for the ski mask. There was a crochet one. It was taking me forever, so I started over. It's amazing because usually crochet is faster than knitting, but some things it's not so. And it was just driving me crazy. I was like, this is taking too long. So for these hearts, I'm going to put the YouTube tutorial down below. If you want the crocheting tutorial, for the cat hat, the crochet version, let me know and I will give you the link to that. Otherwise, you can just do what I did. I was like, well, the crochet is kind of being annoying, so I'm just gonna make up my own. And I know what I normally cast on for a hat. For some reason, I felt like I had to cast on more, which is why I had a rounder neck. As Shannon of Another Yarn says, gauge swatches lie. To a degree, I definitely believe her, because I think that's what happened. Anyway, random. I'm going to put the link to this. This one here, she has in her pattern, she has the stockinette version. It tells you how many rounds to do before you do a hill and how many rounds to do. And then I followed her toe decreases. I followed her numbers for the cuff, this. I followed that. But she did a heel flap and gusset heel. I did a fish lips kiss. I am in a group. You actually are welcome to come join it. There's a part of me that doesn't want it to grow, and the other part of me that does. Because you get prizes. It's that kind of, I'm like, wow, I'm being selfish. No, it's a lot of fun, and sometimes when groups get bigger, they don't feel as fun to me. I think that's more of it than the prizes. But she has said that people can enter these little socks, as long as you follow the rules, into the giveaway thread. And it's a nice giveaway. And I really, really, really would love to win. I could benefit greatly. And then there's just a chatter group, like a chat group. It is so much fun seeing what people, it's interesting to read back. Like, I missed pretty much all of January, but I still went back and read things. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the link to that Ravelry. I don't know, group forum. I'm not sure. I will find something to leave so that you can join the Fish Lips Kiss Heel if you're interested in making it. Whips are acceptable, but if you finish a sock during a month, you can enter it in the prize thing. And so, as long as you follow the rules, you can get a chance to win. And if she does a random drawing at the end of each month for the chat group, and I want a pattern that way, actually. Also from Dobby. So I just need to start making that. That will be a lot of fun to make the Dobby hat. Shannon showed it on her channel. It has like a bunch of hat brims and then finishes up with the hat. So I think that comes from because for some reason Hermione was making a bunch of hats in one of the books. But I may be wrong. It comes more from the books than the movies, so a lot of people don't get it. But anyway, I'm going to put all the links. I'm going to put a link to the Fish Lips Kiss, the bookmark for Dobby, the tutorial for the hearts, and the Ravelry group or post or something so that you can become a part of the Fish Lips Kiss group. Okay. And I'm excited to make a lot more bookmarks this week. I'm hoping to get a lot done, but it's been a week, guys. We'll get there. All right, so works in progress. I have been making progress on Caleb's pouch. Once again, kept in the fancy, this is probably Great Value Walmart brand bag. Oh yeah. Some of the yarns have started attaching up here. So, once again, I use a twined method so that I don't have the floats. It's just the way that I chose to do it. I put in a second lifeline here. So this is how wide the green is. And I'm about a third of the way through the picture here. And so here we go. We've got starting to get some. Okay, I gotta take this off. It's in the way. All right. So we're starting to get a decent little image there. You can see his whole head now. Trying to figure out how to hold it so that it can be seen. So I got the whole head now. We've got, I think you can tell that those are wings. It's exciting. The pattern for this will be linked down below as well. I think it's North Ship pouch. They do theirs on, I believe, lace weight yarn. So mine's gonna be bigger. And I was talking to my daughter about it, and I was like, I don't know what to do with the straps, and I'm gonna have to teach him that if he has to wash it for any other reason, because of how it curls at the top, he's gonna have to like pin that and let it lay flat to dry so that that can stand up like it's supposed to, because I definitely am gonna have to block this afterwards. And we were talking about the strap, and we decided that once the main part of the bag is all the way finished, I'm going to Kitchener across the bottom, seam up the top, and then I will talk to him and be like, okay, what kind of strap do you want? do you want a crossbody? Do you want this? Do you want any strap at all? Maybe you have a tablet and you just want to slide in that and take it with you. Do you want belt loops? Like, I don't know what he wants. So I realized, I'm like, the main part of the present is that picture. You know what I also realized sometime in the last week? I could have made it a wall hanging. Completely taken off that one side of green and just did a wall hanging. The only reason we used green is because that's his favorite color. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was like, wow, I could have made a wall hanging. It'd be done by now, probably. And I wouldn't be having to worry about whether he wants a bag or, like, that he washes it or not. I'd probably starch it so it stays. I don't know. But I didn't think about that, so now he's getting a bag. He'll use it at Ren Fair, so it's fine. He might even take it to college with him. I don't know. He's that kind of kid. He could do it. The other thing, I did actually pull this out. This is the tithing hat. I put it on hold to do all those baby hats, and I really want to finish it. So I did pull it out. I probably only did like an inch, so I wanted to let you guys know where this is at. Lots of ends. I think I finished up one ball here. No, this one was where you have the knot, and I don't like doing with the knots. But this is where I finished one ball. So right above the ribbing, I finished one ball and started on the next skein. And so that's how far I've gotten. I still need to do a bit before I do decreases at the top. And I'm hoping to finish this, really am. But it's not my main tithing project. It is the project I'm working on right now. I'll talk about my main tithing project in a minute. My main tithing project isn't currently just a Sunday project. It's a every chance I can get to work on it. Okay, the other thing, what we do at our house is we go to the store with the big 5-gallon bucket jar things, and go, excuse me, I'm only looking because I have some important things happening. I'm going to put it on vibrate because I do have an important thing that I need to pay attention to. So we take those 5-gallon buckets down and then we refill them with water. It's a less expensive way to go. It doesn't use as much plastic. So that's what we do. We have a couple of those we go down at least once a week. I'd like to get a third, I think. I think that would be very helpful with so many people in our house. And then what I've been using for the jugs at home is actually orange juice bottles, but they changed the design of the bottles, so if I need to replace my bottles, I'm kind of frustrated with that. I like them because they're a harder plastic than like the milk jug kind of water bottles. So I have a bunch of those, and the kids fill them up every week, and then we keep the empty ones. But the problem is the empty ones get tossed all over the place. So I'm making this, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be ridiculous, but I'm making this thing that I can attach to the top of a shelf, and the empty ones can go on down inside of it. So it kind of keeps them contained. And this, I started out doing a double crochet stitch, and I was like, wow, that's taking forever. Then I moved to a triple crochet. I was like, well, as long as I finish the same round, it's okay. And I was like, that's still taking forever. And so then I moved to a quadruple. I don't know what they're called. Anyway, and then I was like, that's still taking me forever. So what I decided to do was I just made long chains from every other one of the things. Long chains that came down. So let me go this way. So the mesh ends here, and then I just did a bunch of chains down. And I was kind of silly, but also didn't want to keep cutting your yarn. I looped them at the bottom, so it goes like this, and then there's one that doesn't have a loop. And so then what I'm doing after that is I'm going around with chains and hooking it in every so many stitches down. So it still kind of looks like a mesh thing, but it's much bigger now, and it will still fit. And then when I get to the bottom, I don't need a bottom on it. I just need it to help contain them, and that might be easier. Then the kids can just pull them out from the bottom or from the top, whatever they want. So basically it's going to be a tube. And I've already finished one of the things of yarn. The yarn weights are different. They're both white, and that's all I care about, is that the yarn colors are the same. I prefer to have white in my kitchen, even though it gets dirty. It's brighter, and I have issues with feeling like with the kitchen feeling dark. So anyway, I'm working on this. Here's where I did my 2 yarns. I'll probably like thread those up just a little bit, cut them, but mostly it's tied in a knot, because like I said, I don't really care that it's super aesthetic as long as the colors are such that people look at that and say like, wow, that was just pieced together. I'm not the kind of person that likes the scrappy things. So I'm gonna make this or finish this and put that to help contain those water bottles. So that is something that I am working on. Unfortunately, my ends down here, I didn't count them. I tried to measure them so they'd be the same size, and I didn't do a very good job. Some of them are long, some of them are short. That's not gonna matter to me in the end. I mean, it's probably gonna bug me. If I have to, I can cut the yarns and tie knots so that they're all shorter. I'll work it out. Okay, that's it. Other things I've been working on is I have been working on my big round blanket. I am a third of the way through the second round of this 10th clue. When I finish clue 10, it will be in a finished Friday or a mystery yarn challenge reveal, because that is what I am doing for my mystery yarn challenge with Lori the Armchair Shop, is I am making progress on my blanket. I want to finish it. Oh, I really do. So the first round took a long time. It had some specialty stitches, and therefore it took longer to go around. This round is actually going pretty well. It's just still a long way to go around a blanket. The diameter, like you think, oh, it's only 5 feet around, but the diameter on a 5 foot thing is what, 2.5 times pi, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just gonna go like this. Diameter 5 foot oh, I want the circumference, sorry. Circumference. I was like, something's not right. It is if the diameter, which is across the middle, the whole length in the middle, the radius is half. Across the whole length of the middle, the diameter, this isn't quite 5 feet yet. I think the ending thing will be 5 feet, but it's pretty close. 57 inches in diameter gives me a feet of 14.9 feet around. So when I'm working around my circle, I am going basically 15 feet around. So you look at this circle and you think, oh, it's only this big. It's not that big of a deal. But you basically are doing 3 of those. Hopefully the third round of the clue is also easy, because this one's easy. It's just like a long way around. So I did a third, and then I'll do probably another third, hopefully today, and then another third on Monday. So hopefully next week I will have the 10th clue done, but we'll see. And then I'm making a blanket for things we're making Thursday that is little squares. It's a knitting one where it's a knit sampler. So each square has a different knit pattern, which I'm excited to learn. I learned a new stitch, and I I think the reason why this one's a little bit harder to keep working on, the one I'm working on now, is because it's a seed stitch, which I already know. So that newness of, oh, I'm learning a new stitch, that's not there. But that's okay. Maybe I should skip to ones I don't know. And then the other thing I worked on was temperature project. I have a lot of plans. I want to make more little tiny socks. I need to pull out some socks and finish them because I realized the pouch has one of my sock needles on it. And my little tiny 9-inch sock needles are my temperature socks. And that leaves the pair on that I need to finish those socks. So now I have an incentive. I want my sock needles back because I'm finding that these tiny little socks are just too little for me to use DPNs. And so I had to go down a needle size for the one yarn. And I'm not sure if I can go down for my yarn I'm planning to use next, but we'll see. I want to try the lace pattern next. And then I have right here by my side my yarn here for a project that has been requested. Sorry, losing things here. I don't know, pull out. It would be sad if I lose my hook. Okay. This is paint box, I think it's 2/8. That I was given so that I could make my it's a 3/8. It's DK, cotton DK. I was given these to make my hats for my grandkids and my son and stuff. I hope they love them. I haven't actually heard. I know they look like they did. I don't want to go there. But I'm going to put up the picture of Judy's Creations and Crochet so you can see the colors. I thought if I make the project in these colors and these colors right here, I can use them for that. Also, I'm going to make some of my bookmarks in colors like that too, so that I can like make sure I have plenty of things to send in, because that has to be turned into her on by the 25th. So that's the plan there. Though I think that right now those are my two major plans. I really do need to cast on sweaters for my grandkids. Oh, but there's a part of me that wants to make that shawl in the ball. Shawl. And then, oh, I found a pattern. I'm going to put a picture of it. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. I'll also link down below. And now I'm like, oh, what yarn do I have? I do have I don't know. Some of the yarns that I have, I don't know how well they would work for that. I don't think they would have the right flow, because they're cotton's a little bit heavier cotton. The one ball I do have, I actually have plans to send to someone because I can, and she'll love the colors much more than me. I could use the shawl and the ball for that. I think it might be the right size. I'll have to look at the yarn weight. That would be very pretty. Oh, that would be very pretty. Oh, now I have a decision, because I really want to do that. And I realized that other than the finishing that blanket, which I feel like I'm pushing myself to get done. It's really pretty, it's really soft, and I really like it. I'm kind of sad that I don't have any wearable, especially, but anything going on for me right now, except for a pair of socks that are on hold, and a whole bunch of projects that are on hold And I have some really gorgeous yarns that I really need to use. So I want to get moving on the things for me as well. I love making things for other people, but I also really want to always have something going for me this year. So I don't get a little frustrated and then quit doing anything for everybody. I want to kind of have a balance of, I have my tithing giveaway things, which including the random acts of knitting and crochet kindness. I have those, and I have the tithing blanket and the tithing hat. So I have all these giveaway things that are donating to strangers. And I have presents for people going. And I have something practical that's not fun in any way, shape, or form, but will seriously help my house going. But I don't have anything that I can go and wear. And there's something about wearing my homemade things that makes me feel elegant. And not like, I don't know what it is, but it makes me feel elegant. Like, I love to wear this shawl. It's like stuck on the wall. I love this shawl. I love to wear it. I love the way it is. So, yeah. I hear the rice maker in the background. Beep, beep, beep. This is really fun to wear to church. I have a brooch that's it looks, I can't remember the name of them. It's definitely plastic, but it looks like the ones that my mom had one. Oh, I wish I had that. I wonder if it's in any of the boxes downstairs. It's where you have the profile of the lady that's in the white, and then it's got like the blue background. Those kind of brooches. I can't remember. Cameo. That's what they're called. Cameo. Anyway, I love to wear it with that because it works so prettily. So before I go take care of the rice cooker, let's talk about my week. Put on your seatbelts, everybody. It was quite a ride. So Sunday morning, I went out to go to church, and the car wouldn't start. I was able to get a ride to church. Able to get a ride for my son to go to his work that day. The person would have happily helped me get him to work every day this week, except for she teaches piano lessons at the time he had to be to work. I asked for help in getting him to work in our church group me. It's just the ladies, and I asked for help to get to an appointment, actually my counseling appointment, and nobody would help. And I really needed counseling this week. I needed her. It's been a hard week, and that Wednesday was the day from HE double toothpicks. Or HE double hockey sticks, depending on, if you're spelling it with all caps. It was just a really, really, really hard day. It's been a really hard week. It's the biggest thing about this week is keeping my mood up. My son was an hour late for work one day, and luckily his work manager, one of his managers lives across the street, was what helped him get a job. She was able to get him a ride yesterday, has a ride for him today. Hopefully our car gets fixed today. That's one of the reasons I keep checking my phone when it goes off, is because that's one of the things that's supposed to happen today, is that my neighbor is supposed to come and see if that can get fixed. I really hope so, because I need to go to the store. And after this last week, I refused to ask my church group for help. We're supposed to be these Christ-like loving people. And I got unsolicited advice, including telling my son to get a new job closer to home that he could walk to. And got judged and all kinds of things. Like, it was a horrible, awful experience. And if it makes me not want to go to church. And that's really frustrating because I've had a really hard 4 years as is. And it's hard. Very, very hard. Hopefully the car gets fixed. But in good news, we have been cleaning up my kitchen. One of the ladies from my ward has been coming over and helping, and it's getting a deep clean, and we're getting it and I've been able to keep the dishes caught up because I don't walk into my kitchen going, ugh. And I'm really excited about that, and we might be done today or might not. That's the other thing that's happening today. So I'm really excited about that part. And I think if it wasn't for that, I probably would be in deep despair, but I'm having this positive thing happening at the same time this negative thing's happening. So trying to keep my outlook good, trying to keep things up, hoping things get better. Oh, guys, seriously, don't know what's going on. Anyway, let's focus on the positive in our lives as much as we can. Life doesn't always do that for us, right? It can be hard. And so, I just hope you know we're not alone. Come join my Facebook group, guys. I'm excited about my Facebook group. Come join my Facebook group. That's linked below too. We're going to have so much fun in there as soon as it gets big enough. Right now, there's like 2 of us interacting. But that's not too bad considering how many people are in the group. Come join. I need you. I want you. Please. Okay. That was my desperate plea of come join my group. But anyway, it's a lot of fun in there. I'm hoping it will grow and that we'll continue to have fun and we will get going. I know there's a lot of crochet groups on the thing, and I'm hoping the fact that this isn't just crochet, it's crochet and knitting. Ooh. Anyway, crochet and knitting and all the things. So I'm hoping that maybe we can get some people. We'll see. Anyway, remember to remember to let your light shine through your creations, whatever they be, even if they're tiny little socks. And I will see you guys next time. Or as my daughter says, why do you guys see you? It's not like you're going to see them. They're going to see you. You'll see me next time. Bye.